Hi, I'm Chris Mara. I own a recording studio in Nashville called Welcome to 1979. We cut a lot of lacquers for vinyl production, and I want to take a minute and show you how to properly set up your turntable so when you get a test pressing or a reference lacquer, you're going to hear it the way it should have been heard. Okay? So just real quick, if your turntable doesn't have this piece back here, this counterweight, or this anti-skate device, or a speed control, it's probably not going to be a good turntable for you to use to do critical listening. So either pick one up like this for a couple $100 or find a friend that has one like this. And I'll show you how to set up real quick. It only takes a minute. So the first thing you want to do is check to make sure that it's level this way and this way. And if you have an iPhone or a smartphone, you can download a free level app. It only takes a minute to make sure it's level, okay? Once you get that set, this is called a counterweight. Now it's very important that your needle is pressed onto the record at the right amount so it's not bouncing around and skipping or dragging too hard and distorting, okay? So what we do is find out your manufacturer of your needle, Google it, and it'll say it's how much it weighs and what its counterweight should be. Usually between 1.5 and 4 grams or something like that. This is a Grado. It says between 1.5 and 2 grams. So I'm going to set this up for 1.75 grams, okay? So the first thing you do is you just move your counterweight back and forth until this balances. See how it's going up? I want a little more weight on it. This is just an indicator. I'll show you how to use that in a second. So we're going to balance this. See how it's just floating up? Give a little more juice. So that's balanced right there, okay? So now I'm going to set this to 0. There's a black line right there, and I'm going to move both of them up 1.75 grams. Right there. Now I've got the proper weight, okay? That's set. So this anti-skate, which is next, that controls how much force the needle wants to go in towards the record. Real quick ballpark, you just set it at the same as your downward force. So I'm going to put this at 1.75. And that's a really good ballpark, okay? After that, we're all set up. Just put a record on, drop the needle on a record, and adjust your speed control so that your strobe doesn't move, okay? See how mine's moving back a little bit? That's because there's no record on there. This needle's going to drag it down and slow it down. And that's it. That 5 minutes will save you a lot of time when you're listening to a test pressing or reference lacquer. Then you'll know you're hearing it as well as you can. Okay? We also have a very in-depth one that Cameron's going to show you. There's more steps to it than this, but this is the basic one. Okay? Thanks.